What did he do in Shedaloogoo? What did he say in Shedaloogoo? What would you do in Shedaloogoo? What would you say in Shedaloogoo? Broadcasting from a real shed in England.
I've got my tubby toast. I've got my tubby toast. I've got my tubby toast. Well, you can have your Sunday roast. I've got my tubby toast. I've got my tubby toast. I've got my tubby toast. Well, you can have your Sunday roast. Again. Right, we're back inside and I've had my tubby toast. As you can tell, it is a bit of a Teletubbies themed episode of Shedaloogoo, and that's why every time you hear this, you've got to get out of your seat wherever you are, get up and just go absolutely crazy. Bit of a trippy Teletubby, so let's go on to this.
Shedaloogoo joke of the day.
I had lunch with a chess champion the other day. It took him 20 minutes to pass the salt.
They seek him here, they seek him there, they seek him high, they seek him low. Where's Golly?
Now, of course, as we did in the pilot, Where's Golly will appear somewhere in here during the course of the programme. So I'll just be testing to see if you are paying attention. And if you do spot Golly during the course of the programme, leave a comment below the video and let me know where you saw him. There's no prizes, we've got no money.
Who am I?
This is the part of the programme where you have 1 minute on our stopwatch, on our timer, to guess the celebrity, pop star, pop, film star, whatever. You've got 1 minute. That's the easy part. The hard part for me is trying not to say the person's name. So I will, thanks to IMDb, will be revealing details about this person, and if you can guess who they are, let me know below the video in how many seconds you did it. So let's start the timer now. He was born on July 23rd in Fulham, London, England in 1989 to a literary agent and a casting agent. His mother is from Northern Ireland background. His father is from Northern Ireland. His mother is from South Africa, and so he started productions as a young boy, but soon enough landed a role in 1999 in David Copperfield as the young David Copperfield. A few years later he landed a role in The Tailor of Panama in 2001. Yes, okay. He was in a massive film that I think there was 5 of them. Was it 5? Yeah, big roles. And he's also gone onto the West End stage, and he's played performances there and in My Boy Jack, and he's great friends with Emma Watson. So I think you should have guessed it by now. Oh, do you know, I'm so rubbish. Thank you. I'm so rubbish at describing this. Hopefully you guessed it. If you did, let me know how many seconds it took you. I tried not to name the films.
Phew! Look at that view!
Right, I've grabbed the camera and I'm about to head outdoors. It's blue with grey clouds. Whew. And it's quite nice. And back in we go. In fact, we'll leave the door open since it's so nice and warm. Now, time for this.
Shedaloogoo lyrics.
On Shedaloogoo lyrics, I will speak the words to you and see if you can name the artist and the song title. There again is no prize, it's just a fun, and if you do, leave it as a comment at the bottom of this video. We won't be revealing the answer. When my hair's all gone and my memory fades and the crowds don't remember my name, when my hands don't play the strings the same way, I know you will still love me the same. If you've worked it out, leave that comment below. Oh, hopefully you did. Right, good to have a bit of exercise, and in fact that is part of our feature of today and of Shedaloogoo is our Keep Fit Challenge. We've all seen these types of videos.
It's called a crunch scissor kick. So from here, I want you to press your lower back into the mat. I want you to make sure your hands are behind your head, but don't pull on your head to put strain on your neck. You're going to keep your legs straight, slightly bent. You're going to move from your hip, and you're going to stay in a crunch position, alternating your legs.
Right, so this is day one, and I'm just about to watch the video. I've not actually done the exercises yet. I'm topless, which is quite scary. Working in a very confined space here in the shed. This is the floor, and I'm now going to watch this, go through this. Let's see how I get on. Yeah. Legs, yeah, my hips are moving. Crunch, yeah. This is already hurting. Oh yeah. Bend my knees. Hands, bottom, whatever. Oh dear. Ooh. Ouch. Oops. That's the table. Oh. Okay. All the way. Yep. Oh yeah. Oh, that's killing. Oh. Oh dear. I'm going to break something. Oh no, oh he's off. I'm breathing. Oh no, not this one. Oh hang on, oh which way is he going? Oh yeah. I don't like this one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh. I'm stretching. Oh. Oh, I need cake and chocolate.
Fascinating fact.
So today's fascinating fact comes to you via BuzzFeed. And did you know that the Romans used to clean and whiten their teeth with urine? And apparently it works. And as they say on TV, don't try this at home.
Where are they now?
Where are they now? And we've been following the theme of the Teletubbies during this edition of Shedaloogoo, and I've searched and scoured the internet, and thanks to the guys at showbizgeek.com, they have revealed what happened to the Teletubbies, and these pictures that you will see also appeared on their website. And of course, Teletubbies came around in 1997, became a massive hit, not just with children but with teenagers. In fact, I have a laminated poster of the Teletubbies. Please don't ask any questions. And well, I never saw who the Teletubbies were until I researched this article. And of course, that created the Teletubbies with Ragdoll Productions, a local producer, went on to make plenty of other children's productions. But what happened to those Teletubbies when there was no more Tubby Custard and no more Tubby Toast? Well, Dipsy, played by John Simmett, well, he ended up being a stand-up comedian, and he performed in Birmingham. In the 90s he was on The Real McCoy. He's also appeared at the Edinburgh Festival, and in London he does regular stand-up comedy. So he's still around. But what about Lala? So we found out about Dipsy. Let's find out about Lala. Well, Nikki Smedley was a professional children's storyteller, and she is touring schools telling her stories with her own website. Tinky Winky was first of all played by Dave Thompson, but you'll remember the headlines where Dave was sacked for his interpretation of the role of Tinky Winky, the most controversial Teletubbies ever, with the bag, depends what you want to call it. But Dave also is a stand-up comedian, and he has written a book called The Sex Life of a Comedian. He's appeared on Harry Hill's TV shows and in a film, Maybe Baby. Meanwhile, he was replaced by Mark Tinky Winky. And he's a stage actor, and he's made an appearance in the film Thunderpants. And finally, well, not finally, but Simon Shelton, he is a ballet dancer, or was, and a choreographer before he climbed into the suit in 2007. So yeah, he played Tinky Winky as well. So there's been 3, so that's how he got his moves. So well done to Simon. And that's Simon Shelton. He played the last Tinky Winky in 2007. But who was Poe, little Poe? Played by Hu Fan Lee. Must say that correctly, I hope. And she's an actress. She's appeared in Chef, Bridget Jones, The Edge of Reason, and she was a cellmate in Thailand, so if that's what you're wondering what she did. She's also played a lesbian in the BBC series Metrosexuality. She was also a regular face on CBeebies up until 2007. She has 2 children and speaks 2 Chinese languages. And just for you Teletubby fans out there, you may have wondered what happened to the son. So Jess Smith appeared in all 365 episodes of the Teletubbies, and finally last year she came out and decided to reveal who she was and to say during her first week at Canterbury Christchurch University, and I'm sure that would have been a talking point during her time at Canterbury. And doesn't she look lovely? Now, her mum never intended for her to be such a sensation, and she said she just sat her in front of the camera, she just laughed and smiled at her dad. They didn't hear anything until they got a letter when she was 18 months old saying that she'd been picked. And then, of course, the rest is history. She was on television. So she was put in a high chair to do the filming, looking down like the sun. And, well, she was paid just £250 for filming and given a box of toys to take home. But not bad. 365 episodes of the Teletubbies. Well done, Jess. So that was the Teletubbies. Let's move on. Where are they now indeed? I'm sure they're all having fun. Which leads me quite nicely to our feature today, where we're going out and about. So I went to meet the Teletubbies and other TV show characters. This is what happened. Time to venture out again, and we're gonna go somewhere relating to this t-shirt. So join me as we go out and about.
I'm at the Herbert Art Gallery in Coventry, where they've got the story of children's television from 1946 to the present day. So how many children's TV shows can you recognise? Join me as we take a tour around the exhibition.
Teletubbies need a bearded tubby. I'm getting a tummy for it. I've got the beard. Uh-oh.
Over to you, over to you, over to you in Shedaloogoo. Over to you, over to you, over to you in Shedaloogoo.
Don't forget, if you've got anything, any opinions, any thoughts, anything you thought of the programme, of Shedaloogoo, of the beard, of any feature within the programme, do leave a comment below. But please, please feel free to share this rubbish with other people. I'm sure it just passes the time of day. You can sit there, relax and just have fun. Uh-oh. Okay, and back to normality. So we've done that. I'm going to have a quick breather, but let's find out how I got on the second part of the first day challenge of my Keep Fit to Get a Six-Pack. So I've already done the exercises once today, but the weather's nice, so I've come outdoors and I'm going to try and do it again. Although I'm not sure I'm going to get the six-pack because I've just eaten a bread pudding. Yeah, bread pudding. Delicious. But let's give it a go. Oh, my legs are going. 10, 9, yeah. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. 2, 3, 4, 3, 5, 6, 7. Keep your head back the whole time. 8, 9, 10, 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In the V-ups. Oh yeah. Exhale when you come up. I don't like those. Inhale when you go down. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm sure I'm getting this. 6. Easy for you. 7. Feel discomfort in your lower back. Yeah. Bring your legs down all the way. Okay, alright. 8, 9, 10, 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Here's your done. Flip over. I'm flipping. Hands down. I'm down. You're down all the way. I'm down all the way. Keep hips on the ground. Look up. Get a nice little stretch to your abs. Hold it for about 15 to 20 seconds. Breathe. You can go back all the way to a child pose. Close your eyes. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth. Come up. If you want, you can repeat that.
Shedaloogoo.
Did you know that a banana travels over 4,000 miles before being eaten? And whilst we're on the subject of food, that carrots have 0 fat content, so you can eat as many as you like without getting fat. That's 2 useless facts from Shedaloogoo.
SOTD, story of the day.
Well, spare a thought for Scottish expat Hugh McEwen, who moved to Kuwait because of his job, and this story comes from the Metro, and he had been searching for one of his Scottish favourite food and drinks. He'd been looking for Iron Brew for 8 years. Couldn't find it anywhere in Kuwait. Then one day, as he says, his heart skipped a beat when he saw the precious logo of the Iron Brew. And he did what any Scottish man would do, was he bought all 144 cans. So he basically cleared the shop out of every single can of Iron Brew, and he's put them inside this chest so that he has got his own personal supply of Iron Brew whenever he fancies a drink. He must be one happy Scottish man there in Kuwait. Well, that is our story of the day. And just to really kind of close the program out, I think we've got it. Yes, it's
Name this location.
on your screen now. You will see a famous landmark. Can you name the location where this landmark is situated? Bonus point if you can actually name the landmark, which is pretty famous itself. So there we go, it's on the screen. No prizes because we're tight in Shedaloogoo. We're living in a shed. I was going to say a tent. We're living in a shed. We haven't got any money. But for fun, and we are interactive, if you've guessed the location, leave a comment below the video. If you've guessed what the iconic landmark is, leave it for a bonus point, and well, just give yourselves a pat on the back if everyone else is saying the same answer, because we're not going to flash the answer, because that's not what we do here. Well, we're at the end of the very first episode, proper episode of Shedaloogoo. Hope you've enjoyed it. We'll be back next time with a lot more mayhem, anarchy and confusion. Hope you've enjoyed it. You've been watching robmacca's Shedaloogoo.
What did he do in Shedaloogoo? What did he say in Shedaloogoo? What would you do in Shedaloogoo? What would you say in Shedaloogoo?